some examples of each type of one-step equations, and then we're going to do some practice problems. So for addition, we could have, these are examples of addition one-step problems. And the major thing we need to remember is the opposite of addition, or the inverse of addition, is subtraction. Subtraction, let's look at some examples of what subtraction may look like in a one-step equation. Now this one I want to pay attention to. There is an addition sign, but we are adding a negative number, so that's why it's falling under the subtraction. So those are some examples of what subtraction may look like. And the opposite of subtraction is addition. For multiplication, 4 times x in parentheses 2. This also stands for multiplication. And last example that we can look at. Alright, the opposite of multiplication, the inverse, is division. So let's look at some division examples. So x divided by 35 equals 2. You could have a negative x divided by 9 equals 7. You can have it written a little different too, where it could be this. X divided by 8. And the opposite, inverse, is multiplication. So now let's look at some examples of each type. So addition. We are adding 4 to x, so the opposite would be to subtract 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring down our x. 102 minus 4 is 98. So now we're adding 3. So since we're adding 3, we're going to subtract 3 to both sides. Bring down our y. 3 minus 3 is 0. They cancel out. Negative 98 minus 3 is negative 101. This problem, we are adding 5 to w, so since we're adding 5, we're going to subtract 5. Negative 18 minus 5 is negative 23. Bring down our w. 5 minus 5 is 0. They cancel out. So in the last one, we're adding 2 to v, so we're going to subtract 2. 215 minus 2 is 213. 2 minus 2 is 0, they cancel out. Bring down our v, v equals 213. Now let's look at the subtraction problems. Right now we're subtracting 5 from p. Since we're subtracting, let's add 5. So p, negative 5 plus 5 is 0, they cancel out. 72 plus 75, or plus 5 is 77. We're subtracting 3. So we're going to add 13. Negative 13 plus 13 is 0. They cancel out. F of m. Negative 78 plus 13 is negative 65. Here we're subtracting 27 from b. So we want to add 27. 64 plus 27 is 91. Bring down our b. Negative 27 plus 27. Cancel out our 0. We're adding a negative 47 to k, so we're going to add 47 to both sides. Negative 53 plus 47 is negative 6. Negative 47 plus 47 is 0. They cancel out. X drops, k drops down. So let's flip over to the back side. Multiplication. So right now we have 17 times x. So we want to divide both sides by 17. 17 divided by 17 is 1. So we're left with x equals 68 divided by 17, which is 4. Here, we're multiplying p by 13, so we want to divide both sides by 13. 13 divided by 13 is 1. They cancel out. So we're left with p. 104 divided by 13 is 8. So negative 16 times by s. Divide both sides by negative 16. Negative 16 divided by negative 16 is a positive 1. So we're left with an s equals negative 144 divided by negative 16 is a positive 9. Here we're doing y times a negative 9, so we're going to divide by a negative 9. Those cancel out, become 1, so y equals 117 divided by negative 9, negative 13. Alright, let's take a look at division. Here we're dividing f by 4, so that means we want to multiply both sides by 4. So here what's happening is we have a 4 times by a 1/4. So since we're multiplying it, our 4's cancel each other out, becoming a 1. So if f equals 21 times 4, which is 84. So same thing here, we are dividing by 3, so we want to multiply by 3. So these two cancel out because when we multiply by 3 and we divide by 3, those are going to cancel out, becoming 1. So z equals 14 times 3 is 42. Here we're dividing by 6. We're going to multiply by 6. Cancel out, become 1. So 6 times a negative 48 is a 6 times negative 8 is a negative 48 equals h. We're dividing by 3, so we need to multiply both sides by 3. Those cancel out, become 1. 3 times negative 37 is negative 111.